Valentine is coming. Where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. Is it you are sitting at home or sitting alone? Johnny or lonely when you're saying at home? I don't know. Hey people of the World Wide Web, it's me, Kat, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You are sitting at home. Alright, so keeping with the theme of Valentine's Day this week, guys, I don't really have plans. Usually, if it weren't for COVID, I would have done something with my single friends to like, hey guys, we may be single, but we're still gonna have a good time. But knowing myself, I wanna be cute, even if I'm not going anywhere. Like, it would be just for me. So, figured I'd take you guys with me and do a get ready with me while answering some questions about love. Yes, about love. This is coming from a single girl who has never been in a relationship. This should be interesting. As you can see for now, like, what I did really is my eyebrows and my skin. So I'm gonna do the rest of the look, which is like my eyes, cheeks, and my lips. How do you know when you love someone? Question is, do I know if I've been in love, girl? For me, personally, when I know, like, it's irritating when people say this, but when you know, apparently that is a factor to knowing when you love someone. I want the feeling to hit me hard, like someone is splashing me with water, like it must hurt. Here, it must be painful to know like, yo, I'm in love. And hearts, I gotta look like a cartoon character that's in love. That's how I envision myself whenever I fall in love. So, is romantic love the most important love of all? Honestly, it really shouldn't. With romantic love, yeah, it is something that should be great, but there are different forms of love, honestly, that are just as good, probably even better, like love between you and your family, love between you and your friends, love between yourself, love between you and God. I mean, come on. I would say romantic love is not the most important love of all. No, it shouldn't be. If it is, I suggest you stay single for a bit and like learn to love you, boo-boo. Do you think once you love someone, you will always love them? Or do you think love can fade away with time? I guess depending on the relationship, really, in terms of how it was and how it ended, and also like whether if they did you wrong, did you forgive that person? It really depends on that. For me personally, love hasn't really faded away. Yeah, that person may have done you wrong, but you found a way to forgive them and to forgive yourself to the point where like, I still love you, but you gotta love me from a distance. Like, it's not safe for anyone, really. Have I heard people who have love that's faded away? On a rare occasion you hear that, but deep down I think once you love someone, there'll always be like a care for them. What's the first what's the first thing you notice when you fall for them? Okay, if like we're already talking and we like already getting to know each other and all that jazz, thing I would say that I notice more about them is that all of a sudden how attractive they've become. You just notice now like, there's something different about you. Like, it's a feeling when I'm around you, I just kind of a feeling, and you just like, I don't know, there's something about you today, boy. You just sparking up some feelings on me. If I say like I got a crush on someone who like I just saw at the station or something, I'll be like, oh, the guy at the Gautrain station that I have a crush on, what I noticed about him is that he's cute and he has nice shoes. What's one thing about love that scares you? That is deep, damn. The one thing I do hope for with love is that we get to a point where we're very open with each other and there's a trust and good communication. But the one thing that I would be terrified of is if that person does something to betray my trust, in a sense where everything I have shared with you, you're holding it against me or using it against me in a way. I think that would be honestly terrifying, because it's like, how we were supposed to be sharing this with each other and you shared some things with me, and now all of a sudden you feel the need to just use them like that. Like, why? I think that is a risk we all take with any relationship, really. When we get to be vulnerable, we gotta trust that this person is gonna keep what we said just between them and also not use them against you. they use them against you, they just showed you their true colors and you don't need them in your life. Do you believe in love at first sight? I don't know. At heart, I'm a hopeless romantic, but at the same time, I'm also being realistic. In my mind, I would love for my interaction with future babe to be like a meet cute and to be like, ooh, when I first saw you, I said, oh my, that's a dream. That's my dream. Yeah, for me, would it happen for me? I don't know, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you and say, ooh, love at first sight, I want that. But at the same time, I'm not closing off the opportunity for it. Like, if it happens, it happens. I'm cool with that. But do I believe it? Yeah, I said I do. Which do you agree with? Love should always feel comfortable or love should always feel new and exciting? Can it feel both? Why not? Like, why does it always have to be one or the other? I hate it when people say like, oh, when you get deep in a relationship, the love fades and then it's like, no, it fades because you stop trying. Please, I don't want that for both me and my partner. Like, I would like for us to constantly feel like you're comfortable and everything's amazing, but also like I get butterflies every time I see you. Am I wrong to think that way? I don't know. What do you think makes people fall out of love? I think specifically for women, I think what makes women fall out of love is when women won't just leave a guy just because he made a mistake. We will leave and fall out of love when that mistake becomes a habit. So the moment those mistakes become a habit and actually changes who you are to the point where they don't even recognize you, that's when it's like, I love you, but I'm not in love with you, if that makes sense. Like, this thing, I can't do it anymore, it's hurting myself. I love you, but I love me more, so I gotta go, baby. It's just not working out. Do you believe people can change if they love someone? I do. If you guys have watched Steve Harvey's like clips from his TV show, or like I even read his book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, back in the day, like if a man really loves you, he'll change for you, eh? Like if he knows that you are it and I do not want to do anything to lose you or to jeopardize this relationship, I'm finna change. I think it's possible. But also at the same time, when it's the wrong toxic kind of love, people will change in a sense where they're conforming and actually like losing themselves to the relationship because they want their partner to stay and they don't want to risk losing the partner, even though like you can clearly see this ain't working. Like, it's a whole Malcolm and Marie situation. If you watch that thing, you know what I'm talking about. If you decide to watch Malcolm and Marie, watch it. It's good, but it's not for entertainment, not for fun. It's so raw. Like, it shows you like relationships when they are toxic, but they'll hurt. They will hurt you. Do you think knowing whether or not it's love depends on how long you've known the person? Honestly, I don't know. I've seen kind of both, where people have been friends for a long time and then a relationship stems for that. And then another example where people will meet on social media and have an instant connection like that and end up getting married in the next couple of weeks. So I really can't tell you how it depends. Like, I mean, at this point, if you vibe, you vibe. Hey, doesn't matter how long you've known each other. There's a vibe, do something about it. That's all I can say. How long do you think it takes before you know you love someone? Yes, like I said before, the moment I have that feeling here, like it hurts. Guys, like yeah, like it must be painful. To the point like not like lost without you, but if you feel that way, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, in my heart I know like, okay, I love you, but then physically my body's like, whoo, even if I break out in hives, I love you, man, kind of thing. I think for me and every other black girl, if I'm willing to let my natural hair get wet for you, I love you, bruh. I love you. Would you still be able to love someone after they've been unfaithful? Ooh, I think love is still there. But for me personally, will I be able to stay in that relationship? No. I'd prefer it if you dump me than cheat on me. Like, just break my heart through breaking up with me, saying you don't want to do this, you don't want to be with me anymore. It's fine. My heart's gonna break. I'll cry about it. Cool, great, but I'll heal. But knowing that you cheated, my heart won't be able to take that, because I'll be able to like be at the point where like I'll be questioning myself, like what did I do, and yada yada yada. And I know I'm not supposed to think that way, but that's how I'll be thinking, like what did I do to make him not love me anymore? I changed, I did something that made him cheat. So that's really what I'll be thinking majority of the time. I don't wear false lashes. Like I haven't really found the one that works for me. Plus my eyes are kind of small, but I've adapted to my baby lashes. And yeah, if you love someone, is unfaithfulness / cheating something that can be forgiven? It can be forgiven, but forgiven to the point where we can get back together? Nah. Like I'll forgive you to release you and forgive myself for whatever happened in the situation, but to the point where we are back together, I don't know. I generally think that when infidelity is involved, especially when a person takes them back, there's a level of respect that they've lost for you. So if people have recuperated their relationship from infidelity, that's great, but for me personally, okay. Do you believe love changes you? I do. Like I've seen people change in a good way when they are in a relationship, but also at the same time I've seen people change in a bad way when they're in a relationship, where it's like, concerning like, friend, where are you, what happened, kind of thing. But also I've seen them like grow to be good people. Like, not saying that they were terrible before, but they grow to be better. They're knowing themselves more from being in this relationship. Like they've discovered new parts of themselves. Like if you yourself are flourishing in this relationship, it will show throughout other people. So yeah, I do think love, especially if it's the right kind of love and the good love, it will change you. Do you think people should change themselves to find love? I think in order to find what you want for love, I think you need to change yourself so that you can attract what you want. I'm trying to be deep, but I'm hoping that makes sense. Instead of you focusing on what you want in a partner, it's great to know what you want in a partner, but also what makes yourself a great partner. Like, what about you? If you don't know, it's a good time to get to know yourself. So this pink is doing the most for me. Stiff wear! Woo! What do you think is the most important factor of keeping love alive in a relationship? Consistency. As I've gotten older, consistency is honestly the most attractive trait ever. Because if you started out this way in the beginning of the relationship and it continues throughout, you're stringing up feelings that you've brought before and they've been consistent because you act a certain way that I like. Yes. Y'all get what I'm saying with this? I don't sound like a lunatic. Would you rather have extraordinary love that doesn't last forever, or ordinary love that does? I would like something that would last forever with a combination of both ordinary and extraordinary love. There's a fly. No, this is not it, homie. Who is one couple you know that you admire in terms of love? I can't necessarily pick one couple because I know different couples, whether it's like knowing them through church or friends, family, even like famous people on TV. Like, I wouldn't say that it's like one couple where it's like, ooh, this is it, I want to do this. I would say like there's aspects of their love that I would like to add from my love whenever that time comes. Do you believe you can be friends with someone you've loved in the past? I do think that you can be friends with someone that you've loved in the past, and not straight after you've broken up with them. Like, still have some time apart just to like sort out your feelings and heal from whatever. But in terms of like still being friends with them, it is possible, because once like you've passed all the emotions and the hurt, you'll still be able to see like, hey, you were a good person, you are a good person, and you were a bomb person before like all this drama happened. Let's just be friends. And honestly, it's possible. What do you think is the most important part of a romantic relationship? Honesty and communication. I mean, if we're in this together for the long haul, the one thing we can do is be honest with each other, and through that honesty, is communicate it. If you can't do that, why are we in this in the first place? What's more important, physical connection or emotional? For me, what's important is an emotional connection. Like, I'd rather connect with you here and here before we go there. Have you ever changed yourself to make someone love you? To love me, but just like me, damn it. Like, I remember, a guy I liked was into basketball. Had no clue about it. So what did I do? I got into basketball. I learned the teams, I learned the players. I started watching basketball games to the point where I actually started to like them for myself. And did it make him like me back? No, it didn't. If you had a child, what's the first thing you would teach them about love? The same thing my mother taught me. You cannot love someone else if you don't love yourself. And that is something I have taken very seriously in my life, to the point where I would notice my behaviors. Because the last time I liked the guy, I think that's the reason that made me decide to choose to being single, was that I didn't like who I became. So I just thought, nah, this love, it shouldn't be like this. So I chose to be single, just to discover what do I want, who I am, how does God see me, improve my relationship with him and relationship with myself and with people who actually love me. I just decided to focus on me and what I can do to be a better me, so I can attract the right person. And once that person comes, it'll be like, bro, you feel it, right? You feel it. Because also with me doing all this work on myself, the one thing I'm praying for is that the person that I'm meant to be with is doing the exact same thing right now. That Yena, you are working on your relationships, you are dealing with past childhood traumas, you are getting to know yourself and what you want, and securing your bag. So when we meet, it will be like, this is it kind of feeling. I know it's so dumb to think that way, but that's just how I see it. That's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That was honestly quite fun, like just being honest, doing my makeup, and me being extra. I just felt like, just to complete the look a bit, just add jackets, some earrings and rings and vibes, even though I'm not going anywhere, but it's cute, why not? If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? And also check out my blog. All the links will be down below. Follow me on my socials, and yeah, that's it. I will see you when I see you.